Hello all and welcome to MTG Arena. My name is Infernal Wolf, your host. And I just want to give you a quick rundown before we actually get started on playing. Now, one of my favorite decks to play is a landfall deck. I've been playing them since before Magic Arena was even a thing. Had them with my actual cards, you know. So in this landfall deck, there's a key points I want to bring out. It's not going to take too long. So first of all, Druid class necessary. I only keep 2 of them because honestly, if you get both of them out, or you had more, you don't need to be playing more than 4 lands a turn because let's face it, that's way too many. Wouldn't have enough creatures or otherwise. Kazandu Nectarpot, nice one. Whenever land enters your battlefield, you gain 1 life. This sucker right here, return basic land card to its controller's hand, or you may put basic land card from your hand onto the battlefield. The reason why I like this card is because let's say you played the maximum amount of land cards, or you didn't have any land cards, you could just take one out the battlefield and play it, or take it from your hand onto the battlefield. This one, Valakut Exploration. Don't know if I'm saying these right, because they're pretty weird names. But whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card as long as it's exiled. Another fun fact is they don't stay in exile. They actually go in your graveyard and deal damage, depending on how many there are. But you can always get them out the graveyard with, like, you happen upon a glade, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, which is a nice one. Scoot Swarm, always a nice one. Territorial Scythecat, +1/+1, trample. Have a lot of these Path to the Festivals and put lands on the battlefield, because it just all goes towards landfall. Felidar Retreat is nice, because let's say you activate 4 of them, like 4 abilities stacked. You can create 3/2/2 white creature, whatever, and then put +1/+1 counter with vigilance on all those. And then Vastwood Surge, another nice one. I prefer it for the kicker because you put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. This card I use mostly for flying creatures because I only have 1 creature with reach, I think, and no creatures with flying. But it destroys the target non-land permanent an opponent controls. So flying, planeswalker, anything that's too big for you to handle. Search your library for a force card, put on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Then we got this dude, which he's good against death decks, because players can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities, and it gives me a planes and a force card at the beginning when I put it down. Nisa is the only planeswalker with landfall I know of on here. It's got menace, 3/3 elemental creature with haste and menace. You may put a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand or graveyard with 2 +1/+1 counters on it, which is nice. Sorry, my throat's a little thick right now. So this one's another nice one. I don't really care for the creatures in your party. I never use that. But I will say it's a good card for finding a card. If you have enough mana to put it down, and you're like, damn, I wish I had this card's your card. Quakebringer. This one's for life decks, like those people that like to put the clerics and the angels and I'm going to gain 150 life in 3 turns and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, you can. This card's very, very ideal. I use it. It's not landfall, but I just got it and I'm in love with it. Your opponents can't gain life. At the beginning of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability only triggers if he is on the battlefield or even in your graveyard, you know. That's what's up. And you can also foretell them. So I normally foretell or not if I have enough land. And then I can bring them back if you happen upon a glade. Ashaya, or however you say that. Toughness and power are equal to the number of lands you control, and other creatures are forests, which helps with landfall. This one, always pay the 6, search your library for up to 4 basic land cards and reveal them. Put one of them onto the battlefield under your opponent's control if the 4 cost was paid. That's why I don't pay it. Put 2 of them on the battlefield tapped under your control and the rest into your hand, then shuffle. So it gives you some land to work with. And then cultivate your Colossus. He's got trample, power, and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. And my favorite ability, when you may play a land card from onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card, repeat the process. So if I have like 3 land cards in my hand, I get to put them down on the battlefield. Yeah, they're tapped, but I also just threw 3 more cards. And of course, any landfall decks, Evolving Wilds. Now let's get into it. So I'm going to go here and start standard ranked. I'm already a platinum, so I'm not afraid of losing my rank. I'm actually trying to get above the rank because, let's be honest, it's been a tough one this month. I got all the way to platinum rank tier 2, and then I got kicked all the way back down to tier 4. So, it's whatever. Looks like we got a good hand, because I can play this after 2 turns. Got the Cultivator Colossus. Got this dude. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever it land enters the battlefield, create 1/1 creature. Human creature. I always like to say hello back. You know, it's only respectful. I'm going to search for a swamp a mountain and a forest. Not going to attack. I like to try and get at least one of every color out. No attacks. Looks like we both got kind of a landfall deck. His is more like mana. Mine's more of a actual, I'm going to landfall it. Taking a beating. I'm going to go ahead and play this dude. And this dude right here. Put a forest down. Should have enough for Colossal. Oh no, 4 plus 3, yep. So this is where it gets real interesting. I'm hoping I get another land next turn, because, you know, the more land, the merrier. I like to use the humans that this dude creates to block until I can kill him, which is just another way of saying F you. Not a land, but I'm going to play it anyways, try and get those cards out. Submit. Submit. This is why I like this card. This card's good. You may play lands from your graveyard. Land abilities activate twice. Put down this sucker right there. That's not what I wanted to do. And then we're gonna do this. And I don't know. I'll just put down a swamp. Put down this. And wait until next turn. So I'm gonna go ahead with this 13/13 attack. And he gave up. Which is understandable, you know, so because like once I get that many creatures out and he's only got so many, yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and play another game. If you guys want to leave, you can. I mean, I'm not holding you hostage. It'd be a nice experience, though, in my opinion, to see how other players use their landfall decks. I know this video is already past 12 minutes. See it in the corner. But if you do leave, I'm trying to get onto YouTube and start making more videos and yada yada yada. You know the whole drill. Hit the bell, subscribe, leave a review. You know, that's I don't understand why a lot of videos say hit the bell, subscribe, like it, whatever. I would like it if you did, but personally, if you guys leave me a review telling me what I could do to do better, all the better, you know, because like I don't want to be doing something that turns away viewers, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I need more views. It's more like, would you rather watch something that you want to watch, or would you be like, oh, this is stupid, and just leave? You know what I mean? So, if you can, be greatly appreciated. This card's a nice card, too. Each creature you control gets +1/+1 each time it has attack this turn. Landfall, whenever land enters your battlefield, if it's main phase, there's additional combat after this phase. So, I'm going to go ahead and stick with this, see how far I get. Hopefully I get some cards out. I don't know, he could be a life deck. For all I know, he could be a wizard deck. Or a death deck. You never know. And it may be a short game if he... Okay, never mind. I want to look at that. What type of land? Okay, that's a green land. I mean, a plains. That's a nice land. Never saw that. That's neato. As I said, if you get multiple of these, yeah. Alrighty. Well, since it's flying and this ain't, I'm just gonna do this. Give me 2 life, so if he does attack with it, I'm at least still at 20. Alright, this is where it gets interesting, guys. If you can hear a hum, that's actually my air conditioner in the background. I know, it's November. What the hell am I doing with air conditioner? Well, to be honest, I get overheated really easily. So, it's always fun, you know. That's a nice one. I've never seen that. Gonna attack me for the 2. Easy to handle because I'll just get that back. It's gonna really hate me when I play this. And then I'm gonna save that land in case I get what I want. I need mountains. Other mountains. This me being mean here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that down. Throw that down. Throw that down. And I'm gonna go ahead and go with a swamp this time. I'm not gonna attack with him because that death touch. But I have more evolving wilds. Let's see what he does. Use all his mana. Okay then. Well, he's not gonna last long. No offense. And he's fucked, pretty much. Excuse my language. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of him. And then put this feller down. And we're done. So as I said, landfall, I consider it land FU, because once I get so many lands out, game over, you know. So as I said before, this is the last time I'm going to show a video. I didn't really get use the card I wanted to show, but you guys see it, what it looks like, what the abilities are, get a little general idea on what your deck you want is. Excuse me. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Please leave a review, and if you feel like it, hit the like, subscribe, bell button, because I'm planning on posting more videos at least once a week, and maybe sooner depending on if I do a tournament or not. I'm gonna be doing tournaments and draft opens and stuff like that, and when a new season comes out, I'll go ahead and send out a video. If there's a new card that everyone's all talking about, I'll probably do a video. I try and keep up to date with Magic. I play a couple other games, but none of them as fun as this one. So if you would, peace out, you know, have a nice day, stay safe, don't listen to politics, no. And generally have a nice day, you know. Peace.